come up. He did a little research tonight, but I really wanted to ask him to just very briefly talk about the things that you and Maggie have done over the years as activists for the Democrats. Because I know that I would hear all the time, oh, we're going to Seattle, we're going to Tennessee, we're going to...
Or even the wine country in Eastern Washington.
You never get to talk to the politicians unless you show up. So Maggie and I have showed up at a lot of things. In fact, talking about people that are 80 years old, when Jessica Tandy was 80 years old, she won an Oscar for driving this Daisy. And people keep active, and Maggie has kept active all these years. And we would go to the state committee meetings, we would go to the state conventions, we would go to the rainbow meetings all over the state too, and so it worked out pretty good. But let me start the Arnold Schwarzenegger story so she doesn't bore you with the boring details, all right? In '92, she went to the convention a little bit early. It was in New York City, and her and Emily Weaver, who was Emily Jackson at the time, a county councilwoman, who were delegates, and they got there early and they went to a Broadway play the night before, Friday night, and they also went out to dinner. So they're sitting in this restaurant along the Great White Way, and here comes Arnold Schwarzenegger and Maria Shriver walking along the street. And of course Maggie has a little 2.0 camera. She's going to take pictures to take back to her ALS group to show them what happened in New York. And so she goes running out to the sidewalk. Oh, Mr. Schwarzenegger, please, can I take your photo and Maria? And they had already walked by her, you know, and she's yelling. And so then I'll leave it to her to take it from there.
Well, you're doing a good job, you.
Yeah, well, I gotta set it up.
Oh, yeah.
I know how to set it up. You were there.
Well, Mr. Schwarzenegger, I didn't want his picture really, you know. But he was at the Democrat convention that year with Maria Shriver. And anyway, and we were going to a Broadway. It was a county council woman I was with, Emily Jackson Weaver. Anyway, I ran out and I did say to them as they were getting away from me, Mr. Schwarzenegger, you know, Maria. And they were quite back there to like that back post to me. And I had my camera up, and of course I had that same boots on and a donkey on. And anyway, they stopped and looked back, and I put my camera up like I was going to get a picture, and he said, stop, stop. And I did stop for a minute, and he said, don't move. Well, that scared me. I started backing up as fast as I could back up. He made one dash for me. He grabbed my camera. He put his arm around me, held the camera up, and took a picture. So I have a picture. And as Arnie walked away, yeah, I looked pretty frightened in that picture. I had a bruise on my arm. You know, he's got big muscles, real big. You saw him. Haven't you? Anyway, as he walked away, you know, he did that number on me like he did in the, well, not with the Gladiator, but something, Terminator. You know, when the not move, don't back up. But anyway, when he walked away, I said, hasta la vista, baby.